this matchup. So Oklahoma's headed toward the football to break the seal on this 2027 season. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Utah State's offense has the ball first today. And it'll be up to this transfer sophomore quarterback to pilot this attack. Gets the start for this team and tries to get the offense rolling. Conditions. From the gun, it's Williams. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Just feeds the running back. There he goes. He's at the 50. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Hits inside. It's Danzy. He'll move it ahead and a good productive play on the ground. Third and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. They're all over it. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And all defenses talk about it. Sacks, tackles for a loss, affecting the quarterback the best way you can. The first drive of the game, already getting home. Nice start for this defense.
They kick it away on 4th down. And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. So Oklahoma's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. A top target in this passing attack is Noah Rogers, the transfer from NC State. He is a talent, and they have big expectations that he can give a real spark to this offense.
And this is what you're doing every year in the transfer portal. Go out and find playmakers that I instantly insert in my lineup, and I know who they are, what they are, and I know they win at the college level. That's why they went out and got this guy receiver, a playmaker, extraordinaire, a highlight machine. He's going to make those big plays, Palmer. I imagine if I'm coaching this offense, I'm getting that guy the ball early in this football game.
Yeah, he's going to help the passing attack. I think he's also going to help the balance for this offense, too. I think when you talk to the coaches, they knew they already had some weapons coming into this season, but you bring in this guy now on the outside and the perimeter, and now that's another player that the defense has to account for and be thinking about. So it'll be interesting to see the effect, not just on...
There he goes! He's at the 20. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! They're on the board first here in the season opener. The Sooner Schooner doesn't have a tight turning radius, but it can rev up the Oklahoma crowd, David.
Man, get them started, get them going early, test the limits, get in the end zone, get these people going bananas, just safely. You know, go bananas, go crazy, but, you know, don't do too much and don't, you know, don't fall over in your seats.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. That drive a great example of just how potent this offense can be. 2 plays, 80 yards, give them the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Inside, it's Coleman Williams. Nowhere to go.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Look out! Upstairs to make the catch. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. Utah State up-tempo.
And they're attacking the middle of the field. That's a big gain by the offense. And I know the big fella, I know it takes him a second to get going, but once he gets 8, 10, 12 yards downfield, those are big strides, and it's hard for people to keep up with them. Really nice job getting vertical. Nice play by the offense.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. And after the turnover, there's a man still down, and we have an injury on the field. Training staff out there checking on this freshman linebacker. The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. And the Sooners, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Dropping back, it's Bentley. Quickly out to the tight end. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Finds a crease. It's Blaylock. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. This time they'll throw it. And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26.
That getting to this quarterback is pivotal. You saw last drive, way too much time. They score a touchdown. Nice job on second down. Anticipating the pass, playing the pass, getting the sack, and now forcing a difficult third down.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. Just drives it between the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, Dave."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a point.
Second down, gonna throw it. Makes the grab. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
And for DBs out there trying to stop these short slant routes against man coverage, being physical is really key. You want to get your hands on the wide receiver and really try to disrupt that timing between the QB and his target.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Throws to the tight end. Finds a man in the middle. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. The Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give is to Williams. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. And we take a look at how these quarterbacks are doing so far. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Selling the fake. Throws for the tight end. Got it in the middle. It's Clemens. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. And if guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels, and now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Williams. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run deep.
And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Utah State. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And they did tack on the extra point. And he takes this from inside the 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Trying to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
The defense thought in this game they were going to have an opportunity to pick some passes off, and what a great job. Down deep in the opponent's territory, he jumps the route, he intercepts it, and returns it now inside the 5-yard line, setting his offense up in beautiful field position.
Driving forward, it's Danzy. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he's in. Touchdown, Utah State.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. He'll return it. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Looking for a man. It's Bentley. Unleashes one. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Second down, going to throw it. Moves to his right. Trying to make magic with his feet. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a 4th down. The Sooners line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. They took their time out of the gate, but now starting to try to take control of this game on offense here in the second quarter, Jesse.
Yeah, and they're playing good complementary football up to this point, but this is a huge opportunity, David, for them to really create some momentum.
Well, and the defense did such a good job keeping them in the game early.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. And maybe this guy was hoping somebody would bail him out, like a tuck rule or something.
Not going to be so lucky this time around. Give the defense credit. This pass rush is serious. It's real. And this quarterback is now going to have to play with a clock in his head that's going off just a little bit quicker. He's got to do a better job understanding when to get ready.
He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
Well, this guy had the pick of the litter when it came to where he was going to play his collegiate ball. He chose to come to a place that consistently is putting quarterbacks into the National Football League, David, and he shows you with that throw right there why he was so highly talented.
Man, just getting started with his career. Highly recruited, but now getting the first snaps, the first chance to prove himself. All these people in this building, they've been talking about this young man throughout his high school career, finally getting the stage to himself.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Looking downfield, it's Bentley. Looking for the goal line. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
This defense didn't hang its head. They've stood tall after the big play. Third and goal coming. Here's Xavier Robinson. He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on third and goal, and it did not pay off. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. It is perfect. It's now a 1-point game, 14-13.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting up there.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Harris. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Utah State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. And the fumble on that last drive could have been much worse, David.
They bailed him out. They held him to a field goal, so that's the good news. Now this offense has to get it going. Forget about the fumble, Jesse. Move on. Be positive.
And they're upset with themselves, too. They're an offense that pride themselves on ball security. Let's see what they do right here.
Long way to go on second down. Give to the running back. Oh, he's got some space. Got the first down. He'll go out of bounds right at the 36-yard line, and the running game making its presence felt. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. The give is to Williams. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Utah State up-tempo.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Fires to the wideout. Out wide right, it's Garcia. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they are on the move. And the Aggies have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
The Aggies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to go up top on second down. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces a third down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
The Sooner fans booming, a cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks, it's first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Now on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. The play fake. Oh, pressure's coming. Out wide left, it's Washington. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Aggies. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6.
Number 92.
And he's going to try to return this one. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
I think this defense really needs to start thinking about really fencing this quarterback in. You cannot let him go east or west because he will extend the play with his legs and his speed and then hurt you throwing the football.
To the air, it's Bentley. Right down the middle. And they can't make the connection.
Well, there was something the quarterback liked in the pre-snap there, thinking his primary target was going to have a favorable matchup, but the defense did a nice job disguising that look. They got more bodies over to him and forced the incompletion.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down. Timeout, Oklahoma. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Drops back on first down. Right side, it's Clemens. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Now on first down from the 40. Fresh set of downs going up top. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Looking downfield very late in the half. Left side is Harris. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies!
I know we're only in game one, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
And he added the extra point. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sideline. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air, it's Bentley. Fires to the middle. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
Well, the defense is feeling it now, right? 2 picks in 2 straight drives. Their guys have been all over the field making plays when the ball's in the air. D coordinator's got to love that.
Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update. Utah State about to kick it off to open the second half. And he's coming out of the end zone. They tried to get the wall set up for him, not quite enough for the huge play, but a good job to give his offense some breathing room. As as we start the second half. What do you have for us, Holly?
I caught up with Oklahoma's head coach coming out of the locker room. They have got to consider what they should do here in the second half. Their young quarterback, getting the first start of his career, has struggled here in the first half. They have some decisions to make. I will keep you posted as to the conversations and what I'm seeing on the sideline about how they handle this young player moving forward. Guys?
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Buying time to his right. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his speed as he moves those sticks. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Bentley. Under pressure. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Pulls it in, it's Thomas. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Another interception.